Sup, you Carl Gangsters. I'm here for the year end review video. Of course, this has been highly requested. Not highly requested, but more entirely, I wanted to do this video for a very long time. So, here, on my phone, I have is topics I'm going to say and do. I'm going to yap. Of course, this is the year in review video. I'm going to obviously, of course, going to yap. So, I have nine topics. I have 9 topics to talk about, in particular, about this year, 2024. So, in particular, we're going to start off with the music, my music 2024, and my top artist for 2024. So, as I see, I'm going to go through my phone here. I am going to start at the start of the year. Obviously, I use SoundCloud. I also use Spotify for this year. It's been my go-to since 2021. But this year, I listened to very, very, very different artists this year, which is kind of saying a lot that I've seen and watched a lot of different artists this year, and I feel like there's a lot of different artists I do this year than I did previous years. So I feel like this year is a lot different. Actually, I need the lighting. There you go. Never mind, I need the lighting. Alright, that feels better. Sorry. It was lighting differentiation if you see the video. In the video, I'm sorry. It's just lighting was not great. Okay, here we go. Back to it. I listened to different artists this year. This year was a little bit different than previous years. Previous years, I went with my artists that I know of, and I just went and listened to them generally as they released. But this year, it was a lot more different. I listened to a lot more different artists, different Mexican artists, different American artists, different artists in general in different regions and different type of music genres in general. So we're gonna start from the year from January. I listened to Ropa Dompe from Peso Pluma, Junior H, and Oscar Maidon, and then Apaga la Cel from Calle 24 and Chino Pacas, and then obviously this was during the year. Also, I was listening to Chavi, so obviously most of the songs was not there. So I picked up an old song from him that I didn't listen to until this year, which was Solo Recuerdos. And then we went back to Herencia de Patrones with 99 Problemas. Then a different artist called Cozy. I went with his song with Alinko Alange, who I listened to for a very long time. You get to know him if you go and look at his songs. Tal vez Dolel, and then Delirio from Fabio Campari. Javi's his brother. I listened to his song as well. And then same thing, Herencia once again, Casino. And then obviously I love my artist. I love my artist so much that I also watched. I listened also to Kid Laroi. Kid Laroi was a big one. Big artist. Very big one. I have 2 of his songs here in January, which was Bleed in Heaven, and then once again, Herencia once again with a different have another feature. It was Tático, and then I also listened to different unknown artists Obviously, this artist is who is Tanto. His song "Copy" was very good, and I listened to it very, very well. Obviously, this year, Millis, another unknown American artist. He made Hotbox. Hotbox was pretty good. It was a jammy song. This was while I was still also working this year. My contract did not end until October 2024, so I've been listening to this while I was working, before and after I worked. Because, again, worked didn't have me, I couldn't do what I wanted to do with work, so, yeah. And then Pandemia. Obviously, last year I figured, last year in 2023, I found out Pandemia off of various songs. More entirely, El Boss. I found him off. Was the big song I found him off of. Same with Loco, but more entirely, El Boss. So, Big Boss, obviously, is another good song from him. I recommend it. And then some Danny Lux. I put some Danny Lux in there in February. I'm assuming this is in February. That or still January, I don't know. It's been very long, so yeah. And then throwing it back, we got ourselves Tres Elemento, who made a comeback this year. He obviously came out with El Blue. And then we got another song, No Tenga Nada, from Los Gremios de Cenirola. And then this song is also pretty good as well. I also listen to this on Heart from time to time. It's Francia o Mazaplan from Elección Interno. Sorry if my pronunciations are bad. I'm not fully fluent in Spanish. Just to put that as a disclaimer for you guys. I'm not fully fluent in Spanish. Even despite I live in a Spanish household. I'm not that fluent. And then, again, another Pandemia song called Mama. Good, very good song. And then, a different artist this time. Emiel Garcia with Pero Yo. Really, really, really good song. Very good one. He outdone himself with that one. Very, very enjoyable. And then another new artist, Ismael CM, Adrian El Santos, and then Calle 24 with Como Es Canal. Very good song. And then back with the Herencia twice with Si Temenienzo and then Oro. And then another new, not actually new artist. I actually know this artist from a long time ago. I listened to one of his songs. He popped back in 2024 for me with Amari. And then again, Tres Elemento with a new artist, What the Egger, with Cartas. Honestly, it was a banger song, pretty good. And then Pandemia went and released a full album. I have a full album here listed for me. I'm not. If you want to look at his page, go at Pandemia 702 on Spotify or SoundCloud. You can find his music there. His music's very good. And then back with Javi once again with Corazón de Piedra. And then I went back with Peso with La People Dos. This is probably like March, April wise. Earlier was February. This is now like March, April in that realm. El Boss from Nata and Gabito. And then another Peso Pluma Peso Pluma song as well. And then throughout I also listened to Peso Pluma again. Jaciel Nunez and Tito Rolepe. And then another new artist I found out this year was Milas. Milas, he's a Dallas, Texas artist. I found out this year. Found him out during TikTok. He was going viral on TikTok. I found him last year. It followed through this year. His songs were pretty good. His music has been very decent this year. And Herencia, once again, you can see the common denominator. Herencia is also in there. Same with Peso Pluma. You can see how coincident I listened to them. Again, Milas, and then Tres Elemento once again, and then Pandemia once again, Peso, Javi once again. Then we're back with Jaciel, and then Milas, Herencia, Gabito, Nata, and Peso with Lucky Charms, Sin Yolanda. This is now like April, May-ish, near the summer. And then Rich the Kid. This is a very different one. Obviously, this is a feature with Peso Pluma for Give Me a Second. Song is very good. It was something different for me because obviously, usually with Peso Pluma, I obviously know him for singing in Spanish and doing corridos and stuff like that. But this one was different because it was giving me like pretty decent stuff. And then Peso, after that, Peso's album came out. I have all his albums, all his songs here that from the album. And then we go back with Christian Nava. Christian Nava was a artist I did not know until this song with Tres Elementos and Pandemia 702. And we're back with Javi once again. And then we're back with Kid Laroi. It's been a while, but we're back with Kid Laroi. And then Tito Rolepe and Nata with Primo. This is like now fully in the summer now. I've been working throughout the rest of the time. And then knowing that I was working also this summer at the same time as well. And then I put a song from Pharrell Williams. It was from the Despicable Me 3 movie, which was Double Life. I love that song so much. It gives a little meaning for me because I was doing a double life for me here at the house and then also work at the same time, but no longer. This is now a double life of me in school. And then Tres Elementos once again, Herencia, and then Peso Pluma and Tito Rolepe once again with Los Correados, and then Javi Un Semana. This is like before Javi releases his album, which by the way, banger. Then Pandemia once again, and then Milas, Tito, usually the usual, and then a song I couldn't believe that also got released this year. It's a song that I didn't believe, but more entirely an artist who didn't pop up like majority of the year until now with Grupo 10-4. I listened to them throughout last year, 2022 as well. It was weird for them because I didn't expect them to pop up until now, and they did. And then Tito again, and then this is when Javi releases Flores before his album. He released this one before his album. That's why it's separate from the album. Then I went back to an old song, Somebody's Girl. This is now in school time. This is like August, September, near October, near the end of my contract with my work. I'm not going to say the name of my work because for potential legal reasons. And then this is a different artist. He got blown up on TikTok. La Coricia, he made his own version of Mami off of Peso album. And then Herencia, once again, with a banger, which was Marilyn Monroe banger song. Absolute double the song. I'll recommend that song if you guys want to listen to that one. That one's a banger. And then also an artist that I listened to back in the day popped up again in 2024 for me. Grupo Herniancio with El Gryffindor, obviously, and Gryffindor is a song I listened to back in the day. They remastered it and it was a different artist, so I was like, why not? Grupo Descuarto again with DM, with another artist I know of, Porte Diferente. And then this is when Javi released his album. I have his whole album here. I'm gonna name a few of my favorites: Fabuliosa, La Diosa, Si Mañana Me Voy, La Luna, and Tu Casi Algo. One of my couple favorites of his album. And then we're back again with Tres Elemento. And then this was not on my bingo board this year, which was Modo Capapone with Chino Pacas, Fuerza Regida, and Drake. Drake back on to another Spanish song since Bad Bunny a long time ago. So I never thought to see Drake be back singing in Spanish. I just didn't expect that. And then Milas's album also came out, like little album / EP came out. I put 3 songs here. And then another album came out at the same time. This was like now after October, November. This is like during now to the end of the year. We're now reaching to the point of me currently in current time, which was Haciel Nunez is a album. I have a couple songs here I like, in particular Miridas with Ariel Ferrella, because Ferrella I listened to back in the day. And then there was this beef going around, of course, about song that was originally written by Tito called Razones. He gave it to Fuerza Regia to give it also to George just to boost him. Then when he realized that nothing that was not as popping off as it should have been, he decided why not just release his own version. So later on you will see that I also listened to his own version, and I feel like his version is better than Fuerza Regida's, but I listened to both because I feel like both of them are still good enough to listen on their own. It's just I like Tito's version more than than JLP's. And then Herencia once again with another one, Chacalón with Los Cómplices, banger. And then we're back with Tito with Nadien, and then Chino from Tito's album, by the way, if I didn't reference. And then obviously, you know how everything was with Kendrick Lamar and Drake throughout this year as well, and their beef. I like Kendrick from way before, but he hadn't popped up with me until after the beef with Drake and Kendrick. After that, I went with Kendrick to go listen to his new album. Squall Up and TV Off is the best for me off the album. I haven't listened to the rest of them because I've been just neglecting to. And then here we are to the current day final ones that we have for 2024. We have Razones from Tito, Gervana from Peso, Cerrete from JLP and Javi. Tres Elemento with Island Blue. KSI back again into my music for this year with his song called Dirty. Obviously, Thick of It was viral this year. But I generally thought it was, when I listened to it, it was good. But I just didn't think it was good enough to be on my best songs for 2024 for me. So I didn't think that was good enough to be there. Then Pandemia with Vente Bacala. Tres Elemento again with Porta El Gaetano. And I went back to a old song with Esa Noche from Herencia de Patrones. And then finally, we got Easy and Jigs with London Town from, obviously, I listened to it. It was a good song. This one was from when I watched Sonic 3 a couple weeks ago. Or possibly, actually, a couple days ago, actually. Good song. I didn't think this song was going to be on there, but yes it is. It was good enough for me to just be on there. And then obviously, yeah, that was my song. That was my music for this year. And sorry if this is going to be a very long video. I just yapped a bunch about my top artist. Oh, actually, I'm yapping about my top artists for this year. I did post about my top artist. My top artist, it's the exact same thing on SoundCloud and Spotify. Coming at number 5 is Tres Elemento. Coming at number 4 is Milas. Pandemia 702 is my number 3. Javi is my number 2. And then obviously my number 1 is Peso Pluma from both Spotify and SoundCloud and Spotify. So, talking about that, alright, my next thing is about my job. I obviously said it in a little bit around that music spot. I was working my last year on my job. Obviously, I had a year left from January up until October, so I had like 9 months basically. I had 9 to 10 months basically to work off from my work, and I did it. It was good. I am going to say my job title, I was a rec leader, or if I want to say it fully, a recreational leader. I won't say for who, because obviously for legal reasons I don't want to expose my employers, but yeah, and I'm working on getting another job currently. It is a little bit difficult because I do want to go into coaching in the next couple of years. And I feel like if I want to start doing that, I need to start getting most of it done before I leave the school program that I am at currently. And stuff like that, because I need to get that going. So, same branding. Obviously, I wanted to rebrand most of my stuff. YouTube, Twitter, Twitter, and generally my own brand, because on my Instagram and stuff like that, I wanted to rebrand from the old stuff that I had from a long time ago. I wanted to rebrand. So, thank you to Canva, not a sponsor by the way, to help me like design and build me like new stuff for my logos and stuff like that. I've been using Canva a lot to help me with that and everything. I'm still working on it. The logo is not 100% confirmed. I posted some things thinking, oh, this might be the one, but I'm like, my head is twisting so much, I'm thinking, no, this is not the right logo, which I'm going to have it here. And then, yeah. Alright, next topic. Here we go for this video would be my YouTube channel and the future potential posts. So yeah, obviously this year I was still shied away. I shied away basically from basically everything. I shied away from YouTube for 2 years. Obviously now back officially. I'm going to be posting a lot more. I'm hoping so with future videos. Because before I just didn't know what to do because I didn't have ideas clearly. And while I was doing this project for this YouTube channel, I was going into it thinking, oh yeah, alright. Because I got inspiration from a couple YouTubers I'm going to mention right now, which is Killis Martyr and Bad Bitch Lily. They were originally, I saw them and found them from TikTok. But more entirely, when I got interested in seeing their content a lot more, I saw their YouTube. So I caught them off from, obviously, from 2023 up until 2020. Got back and I got into them as well fully in 2024. And I thought that they were a big inspiration for me coming back and everything. And I thought their content is wonderful, and I thought why not use some of their ideas to do. So like their Vlogmas was the inspiration for this project I had, and it was called Carl Smith. Obviously you guys seen it. I've seen Carl Smith. It was basically a 15-day vlog session for each day, more entirely. I know there were some of the vlogs were short, and I've been hearing criticism from that. I am going to try to do a lot more this next year to try to post a lot more and make it a lot more fleshed out that actually is vlogs and not me saying this, oh, I can't do this. I am going to try to do that a lot more. I'm going to try not to do as much of saying that I'm not going to post, I'm going to share as much as stuff like I did in this test run. Because I used Carl Smith as a test run just to see how capable I was. And I thought it was a little bit successful with one of the videos, which was Truth or Dare. It was a very fantastic video. Obviously, it was my longest video until this one, which is very good. I liked it so much that I felt like yeah, I felt like it was good enough for me to feel like, okay, this video, this could be a feature thing for me to do. It's just I need to take ideas off of me to do and push. I have to just push for it more, by the way. Yeah, basically. Okay. And then updates on future projects I'm currently working on. Okay. Obviously, I have a couple projects working behind the scenes. Well, obviously, I'm doing stuff on the side. I know you guys know about my merchandise, and obviously wanting to reach out more with merchandise and clothing and stuff like that. I'm trying to work that around and trying to make that an actual possibility. Same with music. Music was another thing that was another project I'm working on currently behind the scenes. I'm currently rewriting most of my music currently and everything to try to make the best effort I can make before actually recording an actual recording an actual song. Because I felt like the stuff I was looking at before was decent, but it was not good enough, I feel like, to be... Because I felt like if I do the first one, it would be bad, and then I have to work off of that. I don't feel like that will be good enough for me to put that out there. So instead, I went and revised and re-edit every single song that I had set up from the year past. I re-looked at them and re-changed them to where I think it is good enough to do some stuff for 2025 for music reasons. As well, I am also looking to also do something on the side is a snack bar. Throughout this year, I was, for my school program, I was a brand manager, not manager, but more entirely the guy in the focus head of a team called Leadership Committee. Obviously, it was for my school. I did wonderful as like the main leader, and during that time, I had a networking event that I went and did food with. It was throughout the end of the year, the end of the school year, of course, and I went and had like a full on like snack bar and everything. And I did like hand out food and everything. And so my peers told me that from my school program that I should start a snack bar. So I thought, why not? Why not have that going? So again, I'm gonna have a meeting with some people, see if we can make that work. We're working on that. So you could potentially see, and I have the name currently, Chamoy Smackdown. I am having that officially set up and ready to go soon. Alright, and then one more thing before I say for my year, my goals for 2025. It is Barca 2024. Obviously I'm wearing a jacket of it. Barcelona is my favorite soccer team currently. I don't know why I said currently. All time, basically. And we started the year very shaky. Very, very, very shaky, obviously. Throughout the time, February, also, it was very good. February, March, April. It was decent, but it was sucked that most of the time the fans were booing most of the players. But I liked Xavi so much throughout that last stretch of the year for last season. But I knew it was time to go. Unfortunately, it was just some of the results were shocking and just unacceptable. I felt like sooner or rather than later we have to move on from our manager, and we did. So in the summer we brought Hansi Flick and a couple of people in from the summer transfer window. From then on, we were spectacular. We were amazing. Then, bring to the end of this actual year, this season, November, December, were bad. We were horrible. I can't say the words I want to say because, again, I don't want to say it. We were just dead awful, though. We were losing to teams that I didn't want to see our teams lose to. To my team to lose to. But we had some big wins. Wins against PSG, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Yeah. Those were the ones I significantly liked to see and more improve up. But this team is young. This team is like a little bit beyond the spots I didn't see that this team could be, but I feel like this team could do a lot more. I need to see this team actually cook a lot more better than everything. And I'm hoping to the stretch of next year and obviously to the end of the season, I'm hoping that we at least get a trophy for the season so we can have that mindset set up for next season to win all the trophies that I feel like the club needs to get. But currently, I just want to see my club get at least a trophy this season. Alright, and finally, my goals for 2025. My goals currently are to get a job, obviously, back, get my second official job. 2 is to post a lot more here on YouTube, because I feel like this year needs to be the year I need to post a lot more. Number 3, in particular, I did say this on TikTok. TikTok was the big thing for this one, and I have it here. I am manifesting a future collab with the YouTubers that I got inspired from, which is Kill Us Smarter and Dat Bitch Lily, more entirely Bad Bitch Lily. I am manifesting that for a future collab. Them to come to Mexico or me to go to California. I don't know, either or. I want that future collab. I honestly do. At some point this 2025 or at least 2026, somewhere around there, I want that future collab at some point. Number 4 would be obviously to release clothing for this year. Finally, after years, after saying I wanted to do this for a very long time, I actually wanted to actually put it out there and actually get actual clothing going. Like, dead ass. Want to actually do it. And then same thing with music. I also want to do that this year as well. I want to actually put something out there for me finally after years of neglecting and not doing it because I don't know, I just didn't feel myself. And then obviously the final last one is to at least shed down some weight. Yes. Years past, obviously, I was skinny and everything, but after a couple years, I gained some weight, and I felt like I needed some time to relieve, and I thought, why not? Let me try to lose down the weight I have currently and get that fully down, and hope I can get that going and get that fully nourished. And stuff like that. I want to get that going. I'm going to post a post of my skinny self right now, as you see. And then you'll see the difference how I am right now to my face currently. Stuff like that. So I want to get down to the slimmer of myself again. I don't want to have abs or anything yet. That's a future goal for years beyond that, but I don't want to do that now. I just want to at least be the thin boy I was back in the day, back in 2016, 2017. I want to have that body once again. It's just, I've been trying for years. It's very difficult now because I'm a lot older than I was back then, and it's a weird concept. And I'm I don't know what it is for me to get weight down. So yeah. Anything. Right. That would be the end of the video though. And the year-end review video. This might be the longest video I have posted ever on any of the channels that I posted on before. This is the longest one. Sorry if I said the truth and dare one was the longest. Now this video is going to be the longest video of all time for me. So this is going to be taking me a little bit to edit, so you might see this post a lot late than before. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed it and everything. I'll see you guys in the new year. Hope so, not on the 1st, but more entirely, I hope so, like 4th, 5th of January. I'm going to try to post. If I can't, then probably the 10th and the 11th. Since for that, after that, I'm going to be try to post a video per week. But yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys after.